Recruiting season is officially underway in Los Angeles for Lincoln Riley and the USC staff. And the first June commitment for the Trojans has been announced in 2024 three-star offensive lineman Hayden Treter. So today we'll discuss Hayden's game, I'll tell you why I like this commitment, and we'll look at where the 24 class currently stands as a whole. All of that and more coming up next. So before we get into the video today, I do want to shout out SeatGeek for sponsoring this video. SeatGeek is your one-stop shop for tickets in the 2023 season and beyond. Head over there and use my promo code GGreens, 3 E's and 3 S's for $20 off of your first order. If you're anything like me and plan on hitting up a few games this year, SeatGeek is the place to start looking. They grade every single ticket on a scale of 1 to 10 to let you know if you're getting a good deal or not. So head over there, use the promo code and buy some tickets. Thank you SeatGeek for sponsoring today's video. Alright, so taking a look at Hayden, he's a very large man. His size immediately stands out. He's listed at 6'6", 300 pounds, which is obviously plus size there on the offensive line. Hayden is actually from Colorado, not a state this staff or the last one really put an emphasis on, at least up to this point. But looking at the 247 rankings, he's currently the 7th player in the state of Colorado per the 247 composite. Now 247 themselves are a little higher on Hayden, having him as the number 4 player in the state of Colorado. But I really don't think the rankings are important here. Hayden is a very high upside player, and that is evident when we take a look at his offer list. You see Oregon, Tennessee, Arizona State, Colorado, Kansas, so he had some legit Power 5 interest. And with offensive linemen, how many times have we seen it with guys like this where their senior year they just explode with interest? So SC getting out ahead of this and offering him in early May was a very smart move in my opinion. But in terms of his play style, I think he actually goes against what USC has been adding in the portal. I do think he'll play guard at SC, and over the last 2 years, USC usually goes for pass blocking focused guards. In Hayden's case, he reminds me much more of Andrew Voorhees, nasty in the run game, good hips and feet when pulling, but not very polished as a pass blocker. But just with that skill set alone, I think he'll be a great fit in the Lincoln Riley GT counter heavy offense. Watching him block downfield though is kind of hilarious. He shows no mercy when he gets to that second level. He goes hunting for smaller coverage linebackers and defensive backs, and he makes sure they fear him for the rest of the game, which isn't really a trait that can be taught. You kind of either have it or you don't, and Hayden definitely has it. Taking a look at the media's reaction to this commitment, it really seems like USC was 3rd or 4th on his list heading into the weekend, with Oregon and Tennessee for sure being ahead. But he took a visit, it was his first time ever on campus, and apparently he fell in love with it. Can't say I blame him, USC really has that effect on a lot of people. But Hayden went more in depth when he sat down with 247's Blair Angulo to discuss why he chose USC. When discussing USC's move to the Big Ten, Hayden said the Big Ten move is perfect. The SEC is cooling down, and the Big Ten will be the next big conference. The constant battles with the best players in the country will strengthen this team much more than the Pac-12. Then when talking about current USC center Justin Dedich, Hayden said, "This weekend I was with Justin Dedich and he made me feel like a teammate right away. Most teams made me feel like a kid at the adult table, but here I feel like I fit right in. And because of that move to the Big Ten, they need some big guys that can move, and that's exactly who I am. I was super excited to just be done with all the recruiting stuff, and everyone here was super pumped when I committed in person. I am not taking other visits, I'm all in." So love that, some really interesting comments there. And he's right, he is a perfect fit for the Big Ten. And I also love the all in, no other visits comment. I find taking visits while committed to a school to be very odd. So this is a very nice and unexpected addition, but looking at the 2024 class as a whole, Treter is added to a small but still growing group that consists of 3-star McKinney, Texas running back Brian Jackson, 4-star Sierra Canyon wideout Xavier Jordan, and of course the OG in the 24 class 4-star Lake Ridge, Oregon tight end Joey Olsen. So a good start, but obviously the majority of work is yet to be done with this class. SC does appear to be a tad bit behind schedule, although I don't think there's any reason to stress or panic as of now. Now, if we get out of the month of June and there's still only 5 or 6 commits, then I think we should start sweating a little bit, but I don't anticipate that happening. At least a few more commitments are likely to come out of this big visitor weekend from what I'm hearing, so be on the lookout for those. But that will do it for me, guys. Let me know your thoughts on Hayden, and also let me know your thoughts on the 24 class as it currently sits. But having said all that, thank you so much for tuning in today. If you did enjoy this video, please do leave a like and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And if you want to help support the channel in an even bigger way, you can do so over my Patreon for only $1 a month. Thank you so much for your support. You guys are awesome, and as always, take care and fight on.